Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Action Comics issue 12. So let's see what's going on with this issue. Let's talk about the cover first. Cover is actually not as good. Like this guy, I think this guy actually has a different face, and yeah, he has a glowy face in this issue. Yeah, and he doesn't have this face, so he doesn't look like he does in this issue. But I understand once you read the issue, you know why he doesn't have the glowy face. But yeah, I thought this cover was pretty good. It's a good concept. It really shows what's going on in this issue. Superman's trying to defeat this guy, which I'll talk more about as I talk about the story. And good art. I really do love the Action Comics art. It's good. I like the costume. I know some people don't like the costume, but I think it's a fresh new look for Superman. I like the costume. Love the art. I think the art is pretty good for this. But let's talk about story. One thing before I talk about the story, I just want to say Action Comics for me, I love the first 4 issues. I love like the first couple of issues for the series. This was actually like on my top for New 52 stories. But then they started like straying off of the main story. They did jump to this, that issue where they had a different universe Superman out of nowhere. They had that issue. They had his origin story. Like after his origin story, that's when this series started stray off and just like go in all different directions. Like they were good stories, but they were all misplaced and like what's going on here kind of thing, you know? Like stick to the original story. I know you want more stories from this, but like make a one shot or something for that. But like for this, it's just like all over the place, you know? So definitely this series definitely has its bad issues, you know? And like a couple of the last ones, I think last issue was pretty good. But the issue before that I didn't really like. I'm trying to think of the issues, but yeah, for the couple of last issues, they're like it's definitely like last issue I really liked, and then the issue before that I really hated. So it's definitely like a roller coaster ride with this series. This series, like I said, was amazing when it first came out, but now it's just like bad issue, good issue, bad issue, good issue, and that's what Action Comics is right now. But Grant Morrison is leaving this series soon, which I'm about, but also happy to see a new direction with this series. Yeah, but we'll have to see when that happens. What happens with this series? So we'll see. Let's talk about the story. I know I was babbling a little. But yeah, so Superman's trying to fight this guy is trying to steal Lois Lane's niece because she is a neo sapient and she has all these powers and stuff. And this guy who's also a neo sapient, he says, "Alright, I need to take you, before bad guys take you." He's like, "But you hurt my aunt, so I'm not gonna do that." So yeah, so it's just a big fight of them trying to get Lois's niece, Superman trying to fight this guy. Lois is in critical condition, if you remember the cliffhanger from last issue. So Superman is trying to save Lois, which he does do in the end in a really cool way. He learns medicine in like 5 minutes and has an operation on Lois and saves her. So Clark saves Lois's life. We learn a little bit more about the mysterious landlord for Clark. Why does this woman know that Clark is Superman? We find a little bit more about that, which is really interesting. Learning more about her character, this mysterious character. We get to see a little epilogue scene that maybe Lois's niece is. This is not the end story for her. We're going to see more of her, which is definitely interesting because I think her niece is a new character, interesting character, connected to, again, a main character, Lois Lane. I think that should be really interesting. So yeah, there's actually a lot of great stuff in this issue. It was a good battle. Great characters, stuff in the end that makes you want more. So yeah, this is actually a good Action Comics issue. This is part of the roller coaster. We're up right now, and then we're gonna go down with a bad issue. Hopefully not. I'm hoping that we just stay with those good issues and not have a roller coaster. But yeah, this was actually a really good issue. I'm interested in more. I think next issue is gonna be issue 0. I don't know if they actually say what's gonna be like the next issue. The boy stole Superman's cape. That's issue 0. So it seems like a big filler issue for issue 0. But this was really interesting. I'm excited for issue 13. I'm excited for stuff to come. Like I said, Lois's niece seems really interesting. Her story and the battle is really interesting. The landlord, finding a little bit more about her, which I won't spoil, but it's very interesting seeing these characters and just seeing these characters kind of grow. And these characters that are not part of like the Superman mythos. Like it's not like these main characters, Lois Lane, you know, Jimmy Olsen. It's actually making these new characters, and that's what I like about this new 52 DC reboot for Action Comics. We're seeing new characters and we're seeing them grow, and that's what I like. But seeing old characters also in a totally new way. So yeah, this issue is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. And I give it a 4. I thought it was pretty solid. I mean, I don't think it was the best issue ever. Especially, I don't think it beats like the first 4 issues of this series, but this is really a good start. I would say a good start of good issues. So I'm hoping issue 13 doesn't let us down, but this is a really good issue and definitely worth picking up. And Action Comics might be back. You know, it's a really good issue. And again, there's just like not even one great story. There's just tons of different great stories that everyone really could enjoy. Like I said, there's just a lot of surprising things in this issue. And again, it's just not like just one big battle with this guy. It's like in the end, we get to see different stuff with different characters. Again, the landlord, Lois's niece. We get to see Lois, you know, really, if she didn't have the help from Superman, she would have died. Seeing her survive, you know, so like a lot of interesting stuff in this issue. I say definitely pick this up. I give it a 4. It was a really solid issue, and yeah, go pick this up. Definitely. Am I excited for issue 0? I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be like it seems like a filler from what the title shows, but it may be interesting. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to issue 13 though, and I'm hoping, cross your fingers, that Action Comics is back and having even more good issues. Cross our fingers. But this is Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed. I give this a 4 stars and say pick this up. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for both my YouTube channels, The Random Situations and Comic Uno. In the description below, there'll be links for both of them. Just have news about my videos. Hope you guys enjoyed. I say pick this up. This is Comic Uno. Bye guys.